All right, well, we are live here in Aurora as we've been talking about this morning. We are here at the 1011 Ken Caravan, Hamilton County Food Pantry, and we'd love it if you'd come by and donate some food. And we are here with Catherine Nygren.
Catherine drove here with her daughter today from Fountain Flora in Wahoo. Of course, you always come on Tuesdays for a Country Girl Report, but we had you do two today.
Yeah, two.
We appreciate that.
Yeah, it was fun to kind of come up with a couple of things that kind of related to each other that we could kind of expand on.
Okay, so what are you talking about now?
Yeah, so we talked about our little plant that needed to be potted, and so let's pot it up and kind of talk about some things that we can do to take care of it.
Okay. Very good.
So one of the things that we like to do when you pot up, we talked about getting that plant, the pot just a little bit bigger. What you can do is you can use your pot to kind of measure and kind of make your spot in the soil, and you kind of got your little hole then to put your plants. That's kind of a good way
That's a cool idea.
to get your soil ready.
Yeah.
And then we want to kind of break up this root ball a little bit, because if we put him in like this, he's just going to keep circling around and around.
Okay.
So we have these shears at the store. We actually have a customer that has a surgeon for a husband, and so they're surgeon approved. They've got a nice little snap to them. So what you could do is you can kind of snip into your root ball and kind of use your fingers and kind of tease it out just a little bit. So we want to encourage these roots then to grow into the new soil.
Okay.
So we can just use these little sharp snips and do it like that.
And then you just kind of massage it a bit.
Yeah, massage it, kind of loosen up the little bits of root there, so we can kind of encourage it then to grow into its new home, and then set it in the pot. And then we want to make sure we add a little soil on the top, so this root ball that we had from the original plant is covered with new soil. And so sometimes different soil, like if it's got different like a different combination in there, it might dry out differently. Like if one's like more peat and one's not, like it might dry out faster or slower than the other. So we want to make sure then that top root ball is covered with soil. So yeah,
Okay.
there you go.
Are you going to get involved in the action here,
Maybe.
Jan?
I heard it. Maybe I did. I was
Okay.
going to get a
All right.
chance to do that.
Yeah.
So
one
what
of
do
the
you have?
things- one of the things you can do then to keep your plant looking good is this neem oil we talked about earlier. And if you think about your car and like the Armor All, it's kind of like an Armor All for your plants.
Okay.
And so we have these microfiber gloves.
Okay.
So if you want to grab
There
a
you go,
glove.
John.
Wow.
Okay, you're official now.
That looks nice. That's styling.
We're gloved up.
Yeah.
So what we're going to do is we're going to spray our plant, and then we're going to use our gloves then to wipe away like any dust.
Go ahead and do that.
Yep, so go ahead and
You
spray.
spray the plant, not your...
Oh, not the glove?
You can probably do
Oh, I
either.
thought you sprayed the glove. Okay.
Yeah,
You could do either, I
give
guess.
the plant a little spray,
Like
and
that?
then and then just take your glove and then kind of smooth the neem oil on the leaf. So it helps dust it, and then it kind of gives it a little protective layer, so it kind of keeps the bugs and the diseases away from it too.
Yeah.
So it's just kind of a fun maintenance thing you can do to your plants to kind of get them nice and shiny, like the day that you brought them home from the greenhouse.
That's a good idea, because you do see dust, especially on those bigger leaves.
Yeah, the big leaves really tend to show up dust, and so these microfiber gloves really pick it up, and this neem oil makes it nice and glossy.
Anything else you brought today, Catherine? to share?
Yeah. Another thing, if you ever get gnats around your plants, like those little gnats that fly around, this is like a little strip that you can put in your plants. You can either put it like on the inside of a pot like this where it's hidden, or there's a little stick that comes with it, and you can just stick it and you can put it in your plant, and then it's going to trap like any of those like flying like little gnats that sometimes appear in your house. So
I
it's just
love
kind of a little
that.
trap for your gnats.
Okay. Anything else real quick before we end?
Oh yeah, and just like a little, if you've got your vining plants, this is just a nice little stackable pole that you can grow your plants up. We just had a customer bring in a plant that she needed taller because it was all viney and pretty, but she needed it kind of taken to the spa. So we had a little spa moment and gave it back to her.
They think of everything these days, don't they? Catherine, thanks for traveling here from Wahoo today. We appreciate it.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
All right. Yeah.